What was meant to be a relaxing tropical getaway has taken an unexpected turn. Royal Caribbean has quietly adjusted the itinerary of its 4-day cruise departing from Port Canaveral, Florida, surprising many guests who were expecting the familiar route through the Bahamas. The Atlantic hurricane season officially runs until November 30th, but Royal Caribbean's Utopia of the Seas has been forced to alter its route this week, not due to a tropical storm. Instead, a strong cold front sweeping down from the northern United States, bringing freezing temperatures and even snow to some regions, is causing the cruise line to adjust its schedule for safety and comfort. Guests booked on the November 10, 2025 sailing from Port Canaveral were notified a day before embarkation about a change in the order of port visits. Originally, the ship was scheduled to visit Nassau, perfect day at CocoCay, and have 1 day at sea before returning to Port Canaveral, Florida. However, the schedule has changed. The ship will now spend the second day entirely at sea, giving guests more time to enjoy the ship's entertainment and open decks before reaching CocoCay. On Wednesday, the vessel will call at perfect day at CocoCay from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. The following day, the ship will visit Nassau, Bahamas, arriving 2 hours earlier than before, at 7 a.m. and departing at 3 p.m., offering guests an extra hour to explore the capital. Finally, the cruise returns to Port Canaveral early Friday morning at 6:30 a.m. Any shore excursions booked through Royal Caribbean for Nassau will be automatically moved to the new date, and no further action is required from guests. All other aspects of the itinerary, including the ship's departure, CocoCay visit, and return time, remain unchanged. Royal Caribbean emphasized that weather-related adjustments are always made with guest safety as the top priority. Passenger comfort also plays a key role. Rearranging the schedule helps the ship avoid rough seas and ensures a smoother, more pleasant voyage. The cold front is expected to move across Florida on Monday afternoon, bringing a line of potentially strong thunderstorms. According to WESH2 weather forecasts, the Port Canaveral area will experience the heaviest storms between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Since Utopia of the Seas is scheduled to sail at 4 p.m., the ship will likely avoid the worst of the weather as it heads south toward the Bahamas. Behind the front, a surge of cold air will follow, with some northern Florida temperatures dropping near 30 degrees Fahrenheit, -1 degree Celsius, making a tropical cruise all the more appealing. By Tuesday morning, when the Utopia of the Seas was originally supposed to dock in Nassau, winds near the port are expected to reach 22 to 24 knots, with occasional stronger gusts. By Thursday, however, conditions should improve significantly, with winds dropping to around 12 knots, allowing for safer navigation and easier docking in Nassau's busy harbor. When Utopia of the Seas arrives in Nassau on Thursday, it will share the harbor with 4 other cruise ships: Norwegian Joy, Carnival Spirit, Carnival Conquest, and Mardi Gras. Even with a full port, the massive 236,500 gross ton Oasis-class vessel will have no difficulty maneuvering, and guests can expect a warm Bahamian welcome after sailing through the effects of the cold front.